Hey, y'all are there. Very cool. I don't know what I'm doing here. We're not going to highlight or green screen or retouch or hide live video. Um, I am going to open up the chat. We're going to do all messages. That way, Anyways, I did it. I did it up and down view so you guys could see. But we got another sign to cut. We are going to be cutting a Honda Goldwing, Honda Goldwing 1800 track, I think. I don't know. The design took a little while, and yeah. So anyway, let me bring you over to the pooter here. We'll show you real quick. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it or not, but we're gonna try. I just got done cutting out this baby cow. That one, or not? It's like a heifer cow, but it's got a Santa hat on. Anyways, I know y'all don't care. But I'm gonna open up my track here, and it's 20.82 inches tall and 36 inches wide. Now this is the first time I've been cutting this thing. God, I can't even talk today. This is the first time that I'm going to be attempting to cut this, because you know, anytime you design something like that, sometimes it just don't work, right? And I want to be able to do that. Um, so there we go. It's a track. So what I did is I went ahead and get back over there. I set my program origin just to the top left because on the table, that's what I got it going on as. And if we come to the table here, ta-da, there's the table. I'm gonna take my fancy remote. If you guys watched my last live stream, like an hour, 20 minutes ago, you'll know what this is. But this is the Linear Crossfire XR. It is a 4 foot by 8 foot plasma cutting table, CNC table. I love this thing. It's done really good for me so far. You know, I can't really complain. So, I mean, I can't complain, but who's gonna listen? You? Are you gonna listen? You should. You should listen. Anyway, I'm gonna line this up right around here. My metal's already flexing a little bit. Where I'm gonna say that's my top corner there. So I'm gonna zero on my work axis, and then I'm gonna rotate this thing around to find my edges, just to kind of double check and see where I'm gonna be at, and making sure I'm touching metal all the way around. It's gonna be a big piece, dude. Or dudettes. About that wide. About that. Okay, so it's gonna be big. And y'all can't see none of this stuff. Anyway, my last live stream, I was doing it left and right style. What do they call that? Landscape mode. I was doing it landscape mode, and my dadgum router. Why am I cricket? Oh, the phone's cricket. Listen, I'm new to this whole sort of thing, okay? I apologize. But the table's set, ready to go. I'm going to get it home, and then I'm going to get you guys nice and close if you want to. Audio-wise, probably going to be able to hear crap, okay? I got headphones in because air compressor's going, table's running, plasma cutter's cutting, and I'm already half deaf. So I don't know how that translates to you guys being able to hear anything. You're probably not going to be able to hear anything, okay? But let me get the table back into position, and we'll go from there. All I'm really going to do is hit go to work 0, and the table's going to go back to its starting point over here, okay? And then we'll get you guys in here, and hopefully you'll be able to see it make its cut. I might even back you up a little bit. I know you're not going to be able to see a lot of the details, but maybe here in a second I can get you in there. Golly. Once again, I apologize. I'm not too good at this whole camera thing. Let me see. Will that work? Is that better? I don't know if that's better or not. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe and like this thing. If you enjoy the content. If you don't, leave a comment. Just be nice, please. Anyway, everything's on. Let me drain my air, because this North Carolina humidity is awful. And here we go. probably gonna see me walking in and out in front of the camera a bunch. It's not by design, it's because I'm horrible at this kind of thing. But, you know. This real fine detail in it. And it's the first time I've designed something like this. It's kind of box. And it's for a customer, and they approved the drawing, so I gotta cut this one, and I have to cut the same one. I gotta cut it again. Let me know in the comments down there if you guys are watching, and if you want to see it, you know, any closer. Just put me in I'll have to go back and fix that. But there's a bunch of tiny little, it's really hard to see. I don't know why the camera shakes when it's thing flat. So this is all the super fine little details. Near the engine bay and things like that. If you're just joining us, I can show you what we're looking at here. But there is a Honda and 1800, and that's a trike. So that's what I designed this, do it up on the computer. It took forever. And right now, width is going to be around 6 inches and 20 inch height. Right now it's trying to blast through all these tiny little holes. I'll let you get back to it. Let me know in the comments though if you want to see this thing a little bit closer. I try to get you as close as I can. I know not everybody wants to see a beer gut. Since this is the first time I've done this thing, if this is the first time you've seen anything like this, there's a thing called a tip up. You've never cut your fasteners before. A tip up is when you cut something out, and it's tipped up, and it gets in the way of what probably too. So far it seems to be doing it. There went a little tip up. Hey, bike skins. Doing a little late night cutting. Appreciate the watch. Technically, this is your kind of area there, Doug, because this is a Honda Goldwing. I don't know if you've made a wrap for one of them yet, but it's a Honda Goldwing stock. How many more minutes on the cut? Oh, dude, I'm just getting started on this one. It's probably, I mean, it's 36 inches wide and 20 inches tall. Here, I'll show you. So there's the whole design, and it doesn't give me an estimated cut time. It does when I'm in the Fusion 360, but not in this one. So there's every single one of them orange lines is a new cut or a new cut path. So I got a little bit. I can turn it up probably. I can probably turn my speed up on how fast it goes. But typically what that does is it's gonna creates more dross on the piece. Here we go. All kinds of tiny little pieces. Know if it's picking up my Bluetooth audio or if it's picking up the audio from the phone. Dude, this is hurting real quick. I gotta get some pieces out of here. But no, I really don't know if it's picking up audio from the phone or picking up audio from the earbuds. I have no idea. So low compared to the cut, I can't make out what you're saying. Okay, so that's probably the audio that you're hearing, and probably not up here by my ears where my headphones are. So I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's by the phone or if it's actually recording off of the earbuds there. But I can try to stand back. It's just, man, it's so loud between the plasma cutter, air compressor, and the table. It's just noise. It's all noise. Air compressor just kicked off, so you might not be able to hear me, but I'll pause every once in a while to read and to talk to you guys. That's part of the bottom wheel here, so let's keep going. Here we go. This wheel was actually really hard to do, to get everything to fit in there right. By the way, Mr. Bike Skins, there we got monetized. I know that's so loud, sorry. But we got monetized. We hit like over 1,097. I think where we're at now, or something like that. So hopefully either this weekend, next one of the few weekends that's coming up, we're probably going to try to blow something up with a little tannerite, because that's fun. All right. So y'all stay tuned for that. We're going to, yeah, I like blowing stuff up. Tip up. That was very hot. Here we go. Hey, thanks, Joey. I appreciate it. Oh, there's another big tip up. Get you guys in maybe just a little closer. I know the audio, you might have to turn your volume down. But. There you go. There's you a little bit of a close up. I know it's not the best, but man, yeah, it's so loud in here. I figured you guys really wouldn't be able to hear me, but you got to take a chance, you know, see what you can do. I don't really, if you know how to fix where you can hear just me, or if I have to walk off away from like the machinery so you can hear me, or just get like a really good laugh mic. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. So, in the meantime, if you have to turn the volume down while this thing's cutting, I completely understand. Most of the way done with the back. The front half of this thing has a ton of detail. that didn't mess up nothing. That's something to worry about on these. When that thing starts to tip, if that plasma head catches one of them tips, it just throws the Y and X axis out of alignment, and then the rest of the piece is ruined. So that's why I cut at 70 inches per minute, because it just works a little better. No, I don't wear the green glasses with this. It doesn't really bother me, because I never really stare at the beam. Now, if it was a laser, it'd be a little different. With the laser, you definitely got to wear something. But with these, you can get away with like a super light tinted sunglass would be fine. Or just don't stare directly at the the plasma beam. That's it, plasma beam. Yeah, don't stare directly at it. Now our lasers, when we do the what's it called? Dadgummit, I am tired. When we do the wood cutting and laser engraving and things like that, most of them already have protective shields on them. So when you do lower like X Tool F1 and the F1 Ultra, it already has like a shield to drop down. So when you're doing those, definitely, but with a plasma, it's not really necessary. Filling up by the upper control arm. Or upper forks, I guess, not a control arm. Grab this piece out of here because it's very easy to put that. There is so much detail. This one is taking a while though. almost done with the front. Yeah, there was just so much detail in that front wheel. Kind of looking like a bike now. Now, I don't know if you guys see what I see though. Honestly, I'm probably more towards the end of the consumable life for this one, because I made that other big cut with that farm welcome sign. That was the windscreen. As this thing's cutting, so it's hard to see, but the white crosshairs is where the actual the position is. So you can kind of see, and with this kind of software, you can zoom in to the different portions and show what its next cuts are. That also allows you to go back if something messes up, which it does. They mess up all the time. No, this isn't stainless. This is so this isn't stainless. This is just mild steel. So 16 gauge mild steel. You know, stainless wouldn't be magnetized or whatever. Now it shuts off and you can hear me. Sorry about yelling at you. There's not an exhaust fan, but I would say 90% of the fumes, as you can see, I'm rising right now. 9 times out of 10, my eaves on the side of this building are all open, so a good cross breeze. But most everything just ends up in the attic up there, so I don't really don't have to worry about it too bad. Now, if I'm cutting like super rusty metal or something, I back away from the table because it does get crazy. So the rapid oxidation, I think that's what you call it. Anyway. When it cuts through that rusty stuff, and then all the rust-borne particles come up in the air, it's horrible. But yeah, 16 gauge mild steel. And we're gonna resume. There we go. And I'll show you the other projects we've done today. Now it's doing the engine. Could have made this easier and had less detail, but then it wouldn't have looked as good. Hold on. Y'all see that bug? I don't know what that is. Y'all know what that is? But whatever it is, he really, really, really likes the plasma light, and yeah. All right, you need to go away from the plasma cutter, sir. Definitely not. All right, sorry about that. I just don't like seeing the big bugs. We call them the big country bugs, but they fly in here all the time when they see that plasma light, and they just get zipped in half. We are almost done. Go up here, it should be cutting out the outline. thing out of the way here. There we go. I'll get back you guys up a little bit and we'll show you. So I appreciate you guys hanging around this long. That's hard to see, isn't it? Let me get you close, a little bit closer up. So there was that front I was talking about. Now this isn't cleaned up. It's still got a crap ton of dross and everything else on it. There's the front, down to the engine area, air area, handlebars up there. There we go. This one's got the shell thing. Yeah, so you can see half the wheel. Anyway, that's not too bad, I don't think. I think they should. I think they'll be happy with that. Cool, very cool. The other ones I made. I don't know if you guys watched this stream or not earlier. Turn this thing off. I know everything's so loud in here, and I apologize. One of the other things we made was the little happy cow. Thank you, Melinda. With the little happy cow, I think that turned out really good. Melinda, is that for Ida? Maybe. Might be for Ida. And then the other one here is the farm welcome sign, and it says More Farms on the bottom. So they're a local farm and they wanted something and we made it. There you go. And that's it for tonight. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time.